Welcome to Singapore, Annie.
Thank you!
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Your Average Gents. My name is Evan, and today I've got another special guest, my friend Annie from Estonia. So I don't know much about Estonia other than it is in the Europe and it's pretty up north, right? So it's gonna be pretty cold all year round, I guess. So Annie, why don't you tell them more about yourself?
Yeah, so I'm from Estonia. I'm from the capital, which is called Tallinn. Like you said, Estonia is quite up north, so it gets pretty cold, but it's okay. Yeah, Tallinn is a lovely place. It's quite small and it's full of history and it's a beautiful place. And but actually I moved away from Estonia when I was 12. I moved to Luxembourg, which is also another tiny place in Central Europe. And I did my high school there, I lived there, and then I went to UK to study. So I studied in Scotland real estate, second year. And currently I'm here in US doing my full year exchange.
Alright, Annie, so actually you are the first guest in my channel that come from a Western country. And you told me that you have been traveling around Asia the past few weeks during the weekends. So what do you think of Asia and also Singapore?
I really love it. I think it's great. Obviously, Singapore compared to Europe and other Western countries is not that different. Obviously, it's very clean and stuff, but it's still extremely modern and developed, of course. But yeah, I love Asia. I love the food. It's a bit too spicy at times.
Too spicy.
I love the weather. A lot of people say it's a bit too hot. I think it beats winter anytime.
Oh, really?
So I think I could do this for a while. And yeah, and generally I'm really enjoying it, and the opportunity that you can travel everywhere really easily from Singapore. It's nice to get away and then come back here.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay, so Annie, what would you say is the main difference between Singapore and the European countries?
Well, obviously, weather is the big one. That's the obvious one.
The food.
But what really surprised me actually was that the people here, even though that Singaporeans in general, they seem really reserved and like keep to themselves, like especially in the metros, people don't talk with each other.
Yeah, that's true.
But what really surprised me is that when you approach the people and you ask them for anything, they're really helpful and they're really nice and they get really interested in you and they ask you questions about you, and every once in a while I want to take a photo with you. But for example, I remember when I was in Taipei and we were at the metro station lost, and this older lady, she just came up to us and tried to help us even though she didn't speak a word of English. And it's just really nice. I think things like this really don't happen in Europe that often.
Really?
Yeah, like people are really helpful. Around the campus here and in Singapore in general and everywhere, like people are really helpful. They always try to help you out, so I really like that.
Okay, so Annie, what are the places you recommend us to visit if we come to Estonia?
Yeah, so I think you should definitely visit the capital, so Tallinn. It's very small, it's very cute, it's full of history, culture. The old city is really nice, it's very old. But in general, Tallinn is full of good restaurants and not so expensive compared to the rest of Europe. A lot of new trendy places, kind of the hipster vibe is there. And also, we have really nice forests and nature. The air is really clean, so if you like
it's like hiking and stuff.
Yeah, for hiking, and we have a lot of lakes and stuff like that. So yeah, it's for everyone, I think.
Or you should come during the summer.
Yeah, I think summer is better. It's warmer and it's really there's a lot going on in the summer. I think.
What is the temperature average?
Well, it used to be I think it's around 25 degrees maybe.
Okay.
So it is warm, but now everything's changing because of the global warming and everything. So we had summers like 30 degrees, like full on, but like lately it's been more rainy and like colder and stuff. So yeah, you have to kind of time yourself right. But I think July is a good time.
July.
Yeah.
Okay. How about winter? How cold is the winter?
So the winter, it gets cold. At least once it goes down to minus 25 degrees.
What?
Yeah. So it is. It sounds really scary, but when you're there, it's actually not that bad because you dress accordingly. So it's all about dressing.
Does it always snow during the winter?
Yeah, it snows, but it's not always, but there is always snow, like at some point, yeah. So it's nice, yeah.
So you have a white Christmas?
Yes, hopefully. Usually, yeah.
Usually. Alright, so how about the food? What kind of Estonian food can we expect when we come to Estonia?
So obviously the food is extremely mild. We don't have anything spicy, so that might be a bit of a difference. But what Estonia has is like, it has really dark bread, and by dark I mean it has like black bread, which is really good, and I think it's one of the kind.
What is it called? Is there a name or is it just dark bread?
It is called, like, if you translate it directly, it's called black bread.
Oh, okay.
Black bread, yeah. It's really good. I miss that. And then also we have this like little cheesecakes, which are really popular in the Baltics, that we would eat for breakfast, and they're really good. You can buy them in supermarkets and stuff. I would recommend that. And then I think one thing what I really miss from Estonia is ice cream.
Okay.
So I think when you come there you should try, because the ice cream they make there is like, it's full cream, so it's like, it's really rich, but it's super tasty. So I miss the ice cream. I would recommend the ice cream as well. Yeah. Okay,
so is there any local customs that we have to take note of when we come to Estonia?
I think generally not. It's quite like elsewhere in Europe, but I think one thing that I can think of is that when you visit people's homes or when you go to a local place, they really don't like you to walk around the house with your shoes on.
Oh.
So you always have to, because in some countries it's normal to walk around with your shoes, but they always, if you want to be polite, you always leave your shoes in the hall, and in the house you don't wear it. I think it's a lot to do with the weather as well, because we have a lot of like, you know, when it's rainy and muddy and stuff, and in the winter with the snow,
so the shoes
get
very
just
dirty.
Yeah, and it would ruin the carpets and so on.
Well, in Singapore, everybody, like most of the households, will walk around the house barefooted. Yeah, we'll leave the shoes outside the house, or we just put it on the shoe rack.
Yeah, well, so it's kind of like
it's similar in Estonia.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do people in Estonia normally wear, like around in school or at work?
So I think obviously we dress according to the weather. So when it's winter and so you don't go out with shorts or something, because you might die. But in general, it's I think it's quite like casual. It's usually quite, I mean, because of the weather, you wear quite a lot of jeans, long pants, that kind of stuff. And like people are quite trendy. They still, most of them shop in like Zara, H&M, like kind of like elsewhere.
Alright, so what do young people usually do for fun in Estonia?
I think Estonians, they like to go out a lot. So obviously going out there is much cheaper than here. Say young people our age, they party a lot. There's a lot of house parties. They go like to clubs. There's a lot of
drinking and stuff.
Yeah, like a lot of drinking, going out with your friends just for a drink at the end of the day, socializing. It's very common just to go out for a beer or two and catch up.
So what is the legal age for drinking in Estonia?
In Estonia, it's 18, like here, but in comparison in Luxembourg, it's actually 16.
16 years.
Which is seems quite young, but it's okay. I can't complain.
Okay, so since you're a female guest, I have to ask on behalf of all the guys that are watching, what is the one piece of clothing or accessory that you find most attractive on guys?
I think I would say linen shirt.
Linen shirt?
Yes. I think you can go never wrong with a nice shirt.
Yeah, that's right.
You can do it like, it can be, you know, casual and also semi-formal, and yeah, I think I quite like the shirts.
Okay, linen shirt guys, don't forget, linen shirts. Okay, so lastly, do you have any final tips for everybody who wants to come to Estonia?
I would definitely say come in the summer. I think there's a lot more to do and it's a lot more brighter, and you can go swimming and all this stuff as well. But generally, it's really easy to travel there. Everyone speaks English. It's quite cheap compared to the rest of Europe. So it's definitely, and it's quite small, so it's really easy to get around, and yeah, it's quite well organized with everything, so there should be no problem really.
And then you'll bring whoever comes around.
Yeah.
And you guys can just contact her. Alright, so that's it for today, guys. If you have any other questions regarding life in Estonia or Luxembourg or Europe in general, please post it in the comments section below and I'll be sure to let Annie know and answer for you guys. And as always, if you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and click the subscribe button below. And I'll see you guys next week. Thanks, Annie, for coming to my channel.
Anytime.
Alright.
Yes.
Okay, that's a wrap. Okay, that's a wrap. Oh shit, it didn't record?
Are you serious?
No, I'm not serious.
Oh my god.